Podcast. I decided to get it out on Halloween. Halloween came by. Then I told myself, you know what? I'll get it done for Thanksgiving. And then Thanksgiving rolled by. And I told myself, you know what? I'll do it after Christmas. And here I am finally recording it on the 16th of January. 2 days before my classes for college are about to start up. I do have some excuses for it. One of them being I almost failed my first set of classes. I had to get a 2.0 GPA to continue, and I skated by with a fucking 2.19, or it was a 2.18, one of the two. Don't question my motives. Don't question why or why I didn't do it. Just roll with it, you know? I could have done it, when I at least had like 3 weeks or so in between the end of classes at the start. The end was at like the 17th and the start being the 18th. So that's almost, I believe, like 3 weeks without checking here. Yeah, it was a big fucky wucky I made. So I do want to apologize about that. So this is going to be like a threefer. I talk about Halloween and Thanksgiving and Christmas and some things in between. Starting with Halloween. This is my second year that I decided to take my sister out. I went with her. She brought some friends along. Surprising she has friends. She told me that I had to dress up if I wanted to take her friends, because I was going to take her friends across some of the neighborhoods that they wouldn't be allowed to go to on their own. So I'm like, fine, fuck, I'll go. I went in my closet, I found some shit. I found some boots that I had bought like 3 years ago. Some military surplus boots from like... Actually, if I can find a date on these. Let's see, because I got them sitting right next to me. 96. So combat boots from 1996. I think, what is that, like when we did that first shit in the desert? So I bought those out, brought out my jeans and this fucking like trench coaty jacket thingy that a friend had left at my house like 3 years prior, and then he never came back for him. So I've had that. Oh Christ, my voice. But I bought one of those shitty little Russian, I have it sitting somewhere, it's over there, but it's a shitty little GP5 Russian gas mask. It turns out that it's asbestos. It's kind of hard to fucking breathe in. But I carried it on a bat, like one of those. It's a little wooden bat, maybe 2 feet long. It's pretty light, but I carried that for. I held all their candy and I held all their phones and shit while they went trick or treat. I just kind of sat there and watched from the sidelines. I tried to take it off, like the gas mask off, and like put some normal fucking clothes on. They're like, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. It's not really allowed. It's Halloween. I'm like, fucking fine. Jesus Christ, I'll keep it on. So I'm sitting there at like 3 in the fucking morning, dying, because they wanted me to drive them to their friend's house, which is like 15 minutes away. and drive to another one, which is like 45 minutes away. So I had to do all that shit. I ended up getting home and actually taking that shit off at like 3 o'clock. But it was enjoyable. I think I did enjoy my time there. I ate most of their candy, since they kind of forgot that they left like most of it at my place, so I ate all of it. Ate most all. Actually, I was eating some last night, like 3 in the morning. A lot of shit happens at 3 in the morning apparently. That was what is that? October 15th. No, that's my birthday. October 31st is Halloween. Yeah. So that was like halfway through my school classes. I was going good. And I started focusing more on my work, my money, my monetary job, and on my shitty little fucking video games. And I stopped paying attention to my classes, and those grades fell like fucking cinder blocks in the ocean. That shit went down fast. I lost a lot of good points. I should have gotten good grades on. I was failing like 2 classes right after that. So I'd stopped YouTube, and then I stopped Twitch, and then I think I stopped Twitch, I don't remember. I didn't do the podcast, I just focused all on doing school. And Thanksgiving rolled around, so I stopped paying attention for that. I spent most of that time working. And then we went to my aunt's place on like what's Thanksgiving? I know. Where's my phone? Hey Siri. Hey Siri. What day is Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving is on Thursday, November 24th, 2022.
Is Thanksgiving always on the 24th? I want to double check. I guess it is on the 24th, I don't know. But, there we go. Let's say it was on the 24th, so that's Thanksgiving, so like on the 20th, went to my aunt's place down in Orlando, and we had like, what my family likes to call, fakes giving, F-A-K-E dash giving, so we had some good time there. Of course, I had to work like the immediate day after, so that was fun. But no one came into work on Thanksgiving, so I spent that time with my family. We slept in because we already had the food, and then we ate steak and potatoes and green beans and shit, and watched. We had recorded the what was it? We recorded the parade, so we could watch it during dinner. And it was a pretty nice little quaint Thanksgiving, actual Thanksgiving Day we had. And then my friends, not my friends, well, they are friends, but we've known each other for one hell of a long time. Basically family members. They came by from Merritt Island, Florida, and it's like a little, I think it's still technically part of the mainland of Florida. Maybe there's one bridge, but they called it Merritt Island, and I used to live there way back in my youth. So, they came by, so we went down to St. August, or up, let me look at a map. God, not even fucking prepared for this. St. Augustine. Is it north or south of me? So it's north. So we went up north to St. Augustine, and they had a Christmas light show where you wear. They looked like 3D, like shitty little throwaway 3D glasses at like a movie theater. But when you looked at like lights, it either made like a Santa face, or it made like a snowflake, or a candy cane, or a Christmas tree. And that was at like dark 30, 10 o'clock at night ish. So we got there at like 3, and we just walked around St. Augustine. It was great. We had a fun time. We had a bunch of catching up we had done. We ate food at, I have the menu somewhere, because it was, it was called Prohibition Kitchen. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's a restaurant that I guess was put up during the Prohibition times. But it was modeled like 1920, 1930. It was modeled after that. And all of their alcoholic beverages were named, like, you know, Prohibition X, Y, Z, A, B, C, and they all had like cute little names to them. But it was some generic stuff like Budweiser or some sort of vodka or martini or tequila. But their menus, which were really cute. The front page of the menu looked like it was a newspaper clipping, basically, and it's like, you know, the Prohibition is end. FDR, I believe it was FDR. He ended Prohibition, and it gave you like the whole spiel that would have been on a newspaper, a San Augustine newspaper, about the Prohibition. On the back was the menu, which was really, really cute. I think it was a nice touch. It was very, 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 very cute. They had a live band there. And after that, you know, we did the lights. We sang Christmas songs. It was, you know, little cute little tram tour of downtown St. Augustine. If you've been to, I've never been to the one in California, but if you've been to the little the trams at Disney, where they take you from your parking to the main gate, that's basically what these little trams were. Little couple carts of these little trams, and they had speakers so you could like hear the guy drive and make all his little jokes and stuff. And then school started back up, and I just completely stopped paying attention. At that point I had just figured, you know, I'm fucked. I'm gonna have to stop doing my dual enrollment. I'll have to do this year over again at the high school and graduate a year late. So I just gave up. I started playing games again. I was paying more attention to work again. Of course, I got good money, though. And during that time, I ended up actually paying off the damage done to my car. I got in a rear-end kind of accident back in January of 2021. So it took me 9 months, because I didn't start really saving up for it until February or March. It was like 9-10 months of me just taking half of every paycheck, every pay period, and putting it into a saving account. And that amassed $5,000 to pay off my car, and that's with shitty McDonald's money. So for once, I have something I can thank McDonald's for. But you know, all those missed grades and failing grades kept coming up, and I was gonna fucking fail. It was bad. So the last week and a half, I just got a bunch of work done. I managed to pull every grade except for one, because at that time I had up to a C minus. So I did the math, and I had to get, in my math class, I had to get like a B to get a 2.1 GPA, like a 2.19 GPA to pass. So I don't know how I did it, but I managed to pull a B, like last day, pull a B. I think it was like I got like a 90 on the final exam after getting like 60s on every fucking test, because math is not my what I'm good at. I cannot do math. If you told me to do 1 + 1, I have to pull out like a fucking calculator to figure that shit out. I cannot do math at all. So I was pretty happy about that, you know. It's like, yay, you know, I'm not gonna fail. This is my wake-up call, so that now I can't possibly fuck this up next semester. I'm gonna fuck this up next semester. I'm fucking telling you, I'm gonna forget all this shit that happened. I'm gonna fuck this up. But Christmas came around. I bought a bunch of presents for family and extended family. We drove up to North Carolina, Anderson, North Carolina, to stay with my grandmother and my aunt and uncle. And I ended up meeting my new cousin not a baby cousin, but this dude's like 19 years old, and he and his mom got married to my uncle. He did a lot of traveling, so he traveled up to like Beijing, China. He met this woman, and they fell in love almost instantly, I've been told. He got to China a bunch of different more times. They started dating. They got married in China. Now I am not sure why you would get married in China, at least at that time, but he explained it to me that she was not given the okay by the Chinese government at that time to move out of China and move to America. I'm surprised they gave it to her, considering that the Chinese government are a bunch of fucking communists, and I hate communists. So they got married in China. He said it was like $1 in like American money. It was like $1.15 just to get married. Like to get pictures, like the professional fucking pictures, and then get married. $1.15. That's impressive. Like that's really, really impressive. And the pictures came out extremely, extremely beautifully. Oh shit, I'm about to sneeze. If I could stop it. But yeah, Christmas came around, met his now son. His name is, I couldn't tell you his Chinese name, but his now English name is just JT, and his mother, my now aunt, is named Jean, I think. It's spelled Jean or Jein, but it's pronounced Jean, I believe. Really weird. I had a lot of trouble saying her name, but she's a really nice lady. She's adjusting to American culture. So is JT. But I think I hit it off pretty well with him. He actually brought his PlayStation 4 over, and of course I had to learn a little bit of Chinese to figure out what the fuck this thing was saying, because I don't speak Chinese. I had a little trouble reading it. It took me like 5 minutes to figure out what the word hello looked like. But he had like Final Fantasy. He had the Final Fantasy 7 remake, I believe it was. Whichever Final Fantasy came out in the PS1 that had Cloud and Tifa and the chick who got stabbed by the one-winged angel dude who fucking looks like something straight out of a 90s edgy TV show. Then he had like NBA 2017, 2018, whichever one came out on the PlayStation 4. I have an Xbox, so I don't know PS4 games. But he had that Spider-Man game, and I played the shit out of that. He was teaching me the controls and whatnot. He had a couple others that we played, but we really played the NBA game. He's a fucking bitch at that game. I fucking hated the fact that all he used was that Steph Curry dude, because he has like one of the best 3-point statistics, and I swear to God, he'd have all his dudes fucking gatekeep me from getting to the fucking ball, and all he did was drain threes. So the end of the score ended up being like 50 to like 200. It was disappointing. I managed to get like maybe 2 3-pointers by using Michael Jordan, and all the rest were like layups and free throws. But yeah, then Christmas came around. I got a lot of nice stuff. I got a beanie, and it's like really a really nice beanie. I got a bunch of gift cards, a lot of gas cards, a lot of fast food gift cards. My sister bought me a tumbler, I think it's what it's called. It's a really strong cup, bottle cup thingy. It's really nice. Looking in my room, I got some more shit down. I gotta find it all. What else did I get? I got it is a, how do I explain it? It is a, actually, I'm going to grab it so it's easier to explain when I grab it. Give me a second here. There it is. Alrighty, so it is so it looks like a snowflake, but it has a bottle opener, it's got a Phillips head screwdriver, it's got a flathead, and the rest of them, I think it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is like 6 hexagonal screw thingies, I guess. And then in the middle, like where the hole would be in a snowflake, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. So what is that? A hexagon. It's got like a hexagon thing. I mean, maybe guess like one of those like lug nuts or something. I don't really do stuff with my hands very much. Not that I would really know, but I believe it's called a hexagon. And my grandmother bought me that, and it's very, very, very cute. I got like $150 in cash. What else did I get? I got a Bluetooth speaker. That was pretty cool. And I got shitty, granted, and heck, they weren't even bought. It just showed up in the mail one day. And my grandma said, you know what, I'll give this to my grandson because he's my favorite. And he probably knows what this does more than I do. So when I open up the present, and she's like, alright, Cole, so I have no fucking clue what this is. And her exact words were like, I have no fucking clue what this is. And the room went silent when she said that because she never curses. She never says any naughty words. But she's like, I have no clue what the fuck this is. But it came in the mail. I didn't buy it. I'm like, of course I stopped. I'm like, Nana, you think you don't buy a lot of stuff? And I know I'm being rude when I say this, but I think you may have just bought this and you don't remember. She's like, no, I double checked my phone. And she pulled out like a fucking screenshots off of her phone that showed she never bought this. It just showed up in the mail. So I think someone else bought it and they just showed it to her place. So like, I don't know how much this is, but the box said like Wish on it. So I figured you know a lot more about it than I would. So I got it for you. I'm like, oh, thank you, Nana. You know, I appreciate you thinking on me. I'm sure I'll figure out what this is. And it's the shitty Wish fucking AirPods. I'm surprised they even turned on after like 3 days of charging, because I was up there for like a week. So I charged them for like 3 days. One of them worked. So I fucking smashed them with a rock. Like, I love my grandma to death. If she gets hurt, I will fucking kill whoever hurt her. Like that is how much I would take a fucking bullet for her. I would kill myself for her to live. That's how much I fucking love this woman. She's the best thing that probably ever happened in my life. Unless I get married, but I don't think that's happening. But these things were fucking ass. Like, it shocked me. Not as an adjective, like, wow, this is shocking. No, like, this thing fucking zapped my ear. So I crushed him with a rock. I fucking threw a rock on him. It was fun. But what I did get, which I'll also grab, it's really nice. Alright, so it is it's a 1911. I won't say how I got it, and I won't say who I got it from. But it is a 1911. Alright, no, double check. There's no bullet in the chamber. I don't have any ammo for it, but there's no bullet in the chamber. Nothing in the magazine, so I'm just go ahead and just dry fire it. Because it's safe. I swear to God, I'm being safe. But I got a 1911. This shit's fucking cool. It came with like a little metal case for it. Came with a spare mag. It's pretty nice. And then that leads me to doing some work at McDonald's, which that brings me to my next fucking point that I hate so much. Fucking hell, this shit. They have upped the price. So I'll actually start at the very beginning. I get hired by a company called Fairhaven Foods, and it's owned by like a father and a son. And they were some pretty nice people. I would wish nothing bad on these people. That they were extremely nice to me, extremely nice to the employees. But they hired some of the fucking worst ass people to be managers. I won't say their name because I'm not going to be that mean. But one of them deserves their name to be said, but I'm not going to say it. Our general manager worked for McDonald's for, was it, like 50 some odd years. He had a lot of customer complaints against him, a lot of employee complaints against him. And like we've talked to the owners about it, and they never did anything. And then we had another person who was just a regular manager, who's a pedophile. He is a pedophile. He tried, I shit you not, he tried to get people to come over to his house because he's like, yeah, I got like Destiny 2 on my PC, and like I got like a home theater, you know, we could watch some, you can come over, we can watch some movies. He's a fucking pedophile. So fast forward to December 1st, and our store is now owned by a new franchise called Fast Foods. So we went from our owners owning 3 stores to new owners, because our store is going under like fucking 6 feet under. That shit's going far down. We're now owned by a gentleman who owns 24 or 27 stores, one of the two. Too many to count. And we go a month, and then I leave for my Christmas. So I spent I took like 2 weeks off. It was wonderful. I fucking loved being gone. I come back, and both the general manager, who worked there 50 years, and the pedophile, fucking gone. It was great. But of course they were fired too late, because we lost a lot of good managers and good employees that were personal friends of mine. They are now gone because they, at that point in time, they hated working under these 2 people. There were other managers there that I'm okay with. You know, there are some managers that I'm pretty friendly with. Like, we don't really have problems, but they have problems with other employees, and they left because of that too. But there's one manager in particular. He is he's not the funniest guy. He is just, if you were having a bad day and you saw this guy, your day would just be so much better. You'd have he has the brightest smile. He's just extremely I'm He'll crack some jokes. They aren't the funniest, but he's a wonderful guy, and I love this guy to death. He's fucking amazing. I'm gonna hate not being able to see him when I eventually quit, but I'm gonna quit because they upped the price of most of our food. Instead of so, let's say a McChicken was at $1.49. It's now almost $2.50. That's a whole fucking dollar. Like, the whole point of McDonald's, it's cheap food for people who don't really have that kind of money, or they just don't want to spend too much money on real food. And now we're making that shit kind of expensive. Really surprising how expensive it's kind of getting. And there's more rumor to make, like, the most basic cheeseburger is almost $2, and they're gonna start making it $3. And it's fucking killing me. I hate it. I hate it so much. So that happened, and then for 9 years, McDonald's had the $1 drink, soft drink and iced tea. So it would be $1.07 for any size. Now a large drink is almost $2.50 as well. And then water, like tap water, not a bottle of water, but tap water, used to always be free. Now they're charging money for fucking tap water. Fucking tap water. It doesn't... Why? Why would you... It hurts, really. Because we have a lot of people who are not well off. Like, they are fucking homeless. And they're coming in, it's like, can I please have some water? And then the fucking store owner has the audacity to go in there and be, alright, well, do you have money for this water? No, I'm fucking homeless, dude. Well, then you gotta get out. I'm gonna call the police because you don't have money for fucking water. I don't care if I get fired before I quit for giving people their fucking water. But that's what I'm doing. I'm giving them water. I'm giving them their water for free because they fucking deserve free water. If somebody buys like a medium cup of water, I will get them a large. Or not a medium cup of water, but if somebody buys like a medium soft drink, I will get them a large because they fucking deserve that. It's not okay. Okay? McDonald's is cheap. Stop making shitty fucking food expensive as all fuck. Okay? Like, at least Chick-fil-A has some reason to be somewhat expensive because that's good food. I believe it's more healthy than McDonald's. It's actual good food. It doesn't taste like the shit out of my dog's ass. So it deserves to be kind of expensive. Culver's has kind of expensive food. In my opinion, Culver's ain't too great. You know, I don't really have any good experiences with Culver's. But I have people that swear up and down by Culver's. So they think that Culver's deserve their expensive food. You know, if they're good food to most people, okay, cool, not really my thing. Fucking McDonald's is shit. Okay, that thing is ass. McDonald's is ass. And all of my friends say that McDonald's fucking sucks. Only reason we eat there is because it's cheaper food. I don't want to be spending $15 for a fucking sandwich and like a small fry at Burger King. Not Burger King, but Chick-fil-A. I don't really like doing that, so I don't really go to Chick-fil-A all that much. So I'll go to McDonald's, I'll get a fucking burger and a medium fry and a medium drink. And that's like, it used to be like $6, and I'd be perfectly okay with that. I would be 100% okay with $6 of burger, fry, and drink. But at this point in time, McDonald's is going to start being fucking $15 for a burger. Like, just a burger. No, I'm not going to spend that much fucking money for, like I said, the shit out of my dog's ass. I'm not going to do that. Why would I do that? Why? So I'm going to quit. That's what's going to happen. Or I'm going to get fired. One of the two. Shit, I need a water. I'm thinking about going to it's either PetSmart or Petco. If you know one of them, you know both of them. You know how it is. They're the same fucking store. But there's one real close by. I want to go there. First off, because fucking I get to see all the cute dogs and all the cute little cats and the fucking birds and the fish. And, you know, I fucking love these little animals. They're the cutest things in the world. They ain't done nothing wrong. And I want to be around them. Plus, you know, my dog gets to go there. And he gets his little haircut. And he gets his paws trimmed. And he gets all washed. And he smells good and shit. So, you know, maybe I can get a discount on that. And that'd be kind of nice. Because it's like $40 for all that. My other option is to go to the gun range that is by my house. Funniest thing about this gun range is that it also has a bar. Like, it is a gun range / bar. The bar is called the Double Barrel. It's fucking hilarious. I don't want to work the bar. I don't want to work the food because I've done that shit for McDonald's. I've done that shit for Chick-fil-A. I've done that shit for Bojangles and Culver's. I don't want to do that shit no more. I would like to work the range part. I mean, because I've been around firearms. I shoot firearms. I own firearms. I know the firearm safety. You know. So I feel like I have some sort of experience in there. I've been to ranges before, so I know how they operate. So I feel like I'd fit in there. Yeah. Now for the future, I think I'm gonna hold off on my Twitch streaming for right now. I'm gonna get immediate futures. I'm gonna get B-roll for this podcast recording thingy, and then put all that shit together, and then post that shit on YouTube. And then what I'll probably do is I'm gonna make one more YouTube video sometime in January, since it's the middle of January. It's almost the end of January, actually. Let me double check. Yeah, it's like the middle of January. So I'm gonna get like one more video out, normal video. I'm not gonna do Twitch streaming for right now, but then I am going to kind of focus on YouTube, build my YouTube up, and then go back to streaming. Do both, Maybe once this school year ends and it's like summer, I'll put more focus into that. But it's probably not. It's gonna not making any promises since I apparently can't keep them. But I am going to try to get one more YouTube video out this month. I'm gonna try to buy a car because my sister is now 13. She's gonna start driving in 2 years minimum, and I have to give my car that I'm driving to her. So I want to buy a car. I've been looking at buying a Miata, not like the new ones, kind of the older ones that are a little cheaper, like the one from the 90s, because they have the flip-up lights, and I think those are fucking adorable. I want the flip-up lights. Or I'm thinking about getting a Pontiac Fiero, which is like, the best way that my friend has described it is the poor man's sports car. It's got the engine in the back. It's got 2 doors. It's got flip-up lights. The trunk is in the front, which is really nice. It's got 2 seats. It's pretty light, actually. And it's real easy to maintain. It's got a plastic body. So that's like the only downfall. But it's really light, and it fucking zooms. It's got 50 miles to the gallon. In this day and age, that's pretty nice. Only problem is that if you don't watch the oil, your engine catches fire, and you fucking die in a horrific car fire. Or I'm thinking about getting I believe it's a Toyota that makes them, or used to, but it's called a 300ZX. It's a poor man's Ferrari. That shit looks nice. 2 doors. It's got a T roof, so like you can take off panels of the roof. It's really nice. I really fucking want it. It looks so cool. But yeah. So do all that shit. Finish my schooling for right now. Get a new job because I don't want to fucking work McDonald's anymore. I hate that shit right now. And figure out what to do from there. So yeah, see you when I see you.